Hi, my name's Sonjia and this is my channel, See It Then, See It Now. If you've watched my previous videos, you may have seen snippets of my bathroom, and in this video I'm going to show you the rest of the room because last year I decided to give it a makeover. My old bathroom wasn't awful, but it did need a little bit of TLC. The door and the frame had gone yellow, the sink was damaged, there were some holes that had been drilled in the wrong place when the handles were put on the doors, not by me, and the floor, well, I just didn't like it. So let's go back to 2022 me and see how she got on. First things first, I need to remove all the doors, panels and trims and give them and the cupboard fronts a really good wash with some sugar soap, and I'm going to make sure that I've got my rubber gloves on for that, so let's get on with it. This is the main bathroom in the house and it's mostly used by guests and visitors, and with this makeover my main aim was to fix all the damaged bits that I was hoping my guests would not notice whenever they use the bathroom. Like these random holes drilled wrong by the person who fit the bathroom. So I'm just going to fill these in with all-purpose filler, and once that's dry give everything a good sand and then it's on to the painting. It took 3 coats of paint to cover everything and the masking tape was a bit stuck on. So I found a scraper and sanding paper just got it off without it giving me too much of a hard time. Here's the yellow door frame I was talking about. It's time for it to go. Gloss painting is my least favourite DIY. But it's worth the pain to get rid of this yellow door frame. So I'm going to sand, fill, sand, clean, undercoat, sand, wipe, gloss. It even sounds painful just listing the steps. The next thing that had to go was all this grubby sealant. I tried a few things to remove it but found this scraper seemed to work the best. Once I'd scraped most of it off, I just used a kitchen scourer. I just left it dry and I just used it to scrape the rest of it off. Onto the floor. The old floor is not the worst, but when the bathroom was done, we needed it quick and it was the best they had available at short notice. My laminate flooring ability is self-taught, so I wouldn't want to advise on how you do this. The finished thing looks amazing, I know, but I'm not a professional. You may have just noticed under my bath is very black, and if you've ever had a leak, you'll know what this is. It's from a long time ago. It's all sorted and it's been dry under there for years. Thankfully, the floor is fine, just marked from the water, and it's all hidden away behind the bath panel. My helper there in the background is my hubby, and he did help. Even if at times it looks like he's just supervising, he was in fact super helpful. Okay, so time for an update. It's really starting to come together now, thank goodness. It feels like it's been going on for weeks. So we've got the flooring down, doors painted on one side, door frames painted, cupboards are painted, all the metalwork's back on them, ready to be put back in place. So now I'm going to show you around the bathroom so you can see where we're up to, and then I'm going to have a major tidy up because it's literally spilled into loads of rooms. But let's have a tour of the bathroom and I can show you where we're up to. So our flooring is done and I absolutely love it. Obviously we've got trim to put on and things. Toilet came out, flooring got done, toilet's back in. We accidentally cracked the pipe when we did that. Didn't record that, which is probably a good job because my husband's language was atrocious. We have painted, I have painted all this bit. Round to there, you see the flooring's done. We have to tackle getting the bath panel back. I've painted the doors around and it's all nice and glossy and white again. I've put a new pole in for the shower. I've still got silicone in, but we've got rid of all the old silicone. That's all the black horrible silicone's gone. We have to redo the boxing in of the pipes, and obviously all the doors still need to go on. It's literally spilling out everywhere. You can see it is literally spilled into every room. And then in here we've got some more bath panel bits, some cupboard bits there, more doors down there, and more doors down there. And then this is our nice shiny door. My husband's sanded and painted and sanded and painted, and it just looks amazing. He's done a really good job. So I really feel like it's starting to get somewhere, but I'm going to have a major tidy up and start putting stuff back where it belongs. After fitting the floor trim, putting a few of the panels and drawers back in, it was time to tackle replacing the damaged sink. Just like I'm not a professional floor layer, I'm also not a plumber. And this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. Luckily, the supervisor was there to watch and offer advice. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a sink the same size and shape as the last one, so I needed to make alterations to the cupboard top and the front. The new sink came with like a paper template, and I wasn't sure how best to measure for this, so I drilled a hole in each corner and then used that as a measure for where I needed to cut. One thing I can say is that when you cut into this type of worktop, it creates so much dust and you definitely need to wear a mask. Once the sink was in place, I had taped around it, leaving a gap for the sealant, but I cannot find the footage of me putting the sealant on. Once it was on, I smoothed it out and then removed the tape. Now it was time to tackle the next problem from what was feeling like a never-ending list. The panel that went across the front of the sink had a large gap where the new sink was a different shape. I measured the gap using the template, and yet again scrap wood came to the rescue. I cut some down to size and using wood glue, glued and clamped it in place. And all this, of course, was done with the help from the supervisor. Look at it now, it's been filled and sanded and it looks great. Once it's back in place, you would never know. Putting these doors on was the moment when I could not only see an end to the madness that was this makeover, but also what it was going to look like, and I was so pleased with it. Next problem to solve, the kickboard was too big because the laminate flooring was thicker than the old flooring, so out came the jigsaw. I then reattached the box back over the pipework. More sealing, and this time the footage hasn't gone walkabout. This is something else I'm not an expert on. In fact, this is my first time. I taped each side, leaving a small gap for the sealant. Once I had the sealant on, I sprayed it with some water, and then using the orange thingamajig, I smoothed out all the sealant. Once it was smooth, I removed the tape and I didn't touch it again, no matter how tempting it was. So let's have a reminder and see it then. And let's see it now. have it. To be honest, I found this makeover really challenging. I feel like something went wrong at every single step, but I am so pleased with the end result. I'm so impressed with it and I'm so proud of what I've achieved. Despite the challenges of a full room makeover, I'm just starting on my next one. If you want to keep updated on that, then don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram and now Pinterest. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. 2022 was a great year. I absolutely love starting my channel and uploading those first few videos. I've had so much fun and I really appreciate you all supporting me. I have lots planned for 2023, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. I have been really poorly since New Year, so I've missed out on a full month of my planned projects, so I'd better get a move on, get on with the next one. I will see you soon. Bye!